So finally today I got back on my 2005 Excursion 6-liter with the smoking misfire. So I continued to diagnose it, and I found out that it wasn't an injector. After I got the injector out, it didn't appear to be leaking or have a split nozzle. So I did a leak down test, and of course I had air coming out the exhaust, so I went ahead and pulled that head off, and I'll show you what I found here. So it was cylinder number 8, so both of our exhaust valves are burnt. This one has a spot on it that it was leaking. Dark, you can see the dark there where the soot was going past it, carbon. And then this one wasn't sealing anywhere all the way around, and the seat is actually hammered out of it. And the reason that happens is because the valve guide is loose. I can actually move this quite a bit. I mean, they're going to have a little play, especially when they get some miles on them, but when they start wobbling around like that, it'll kind of wallers the guide out, and then it just hammers the seat. And then of course it was sticking in the valve guide, so you know, hanging open a little bit, and the tip of the valve was all hammered because of the rocker bridge. You know, you get clearance in there because, you know, this thing's sticking and it'll start hammering. And I had a couple of bad rocker arms too. This one here is not that bad, just the retainer for the little, whatever you call that, little sumbitch, I guess, that rides on the rocker bridge. There's a retainer on there. This retainer's broken. This is still in there, but, and this other one, it's all messed up. So, and this one was on cylinder number 8, and this one was on cylinder number 6. So I got new retainers for these. They're nylon plastic, these little things here, and usually I replace those because if they have any miles on them at all, these are going to have, you know, they're going to be rock hard and brittle, and if you just look at them wrong, they're going to break on you. So I usually, whenever I have a rocker carrier off, I'm going to inspect all these and replace, you know, the retainers. So anyway, we got all our parts here. We got a new cylinder head, new gasket, and got a new oil cooler. We're going to be ready to put it in here. Everything's all cleaned up, and we went back, we put in a new snap to connect fitting on the high pressure oil pump. Got our new gasket on there. Cylinder looks fine. So we're ready to go back together. All my parts are cleaned up. So this is actually better for the customer because of the fact that it, you know, I thought it was an injector. So if it was overfueling, he used the thing for like 3 weeks and he was pulling a trailer. If that would have been the case, then I can pretty much guarantee you we'd be putting a piston in it, which would, you know, by the time we got done, would have cost more than just this problem. Now we're just doing a head, and, you know, new head, new gasket, and the oil cooler. It needed to be done anyway. So, and then like I said, it had an extended crank, so one of the plugs on the right side was leaking. The O-ring was starting to erode, so we're going to update those pieces. I already replaced the snap to connect fitting with the updated solid piece. So put this thing back together, flush the cooling system out, change the oil, and it'll be ready to go down the road. So hopefully I'll get it done this afternoon. So I'll come back when I get it running.